The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meat, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
Eric's Family Barbecue has arrived and is simply the best barbecue in Arizona. Come satisfy your taste buds with meats that are smoked over mesquite wood and sides that are made with fresh ingredients and tons of love. They have the best, juiciest brisket, pulled pork, rib sausage, turkey, or everyone's favorite, the Pitmaster sampler that includes all the meat and 4 sides. Mac and cheese, potato salad, coleslaw, corn, or beans, yum. And for dessert, try some creamy banana pudding, amazing. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meat, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip, you won't be sorry. Dine in or take it to go. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more info.
It's something. Check out Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast at 98kupd.com.
All right, there you go. That thank you, silence. And off we go on this beautiful Tuesday morning. It's going to be hot this week. Those weeds are going to shoot right up. But you know what? It's going to be a good year. The rest of the year. Going to be a good year. Especially starting at 7 a.m. It's going to be a good year. Doing cities is good year. Not giving you the word early because I'm not allowed, but let me just tell you, the rest of the year is going to be a good year. Like this city over there in the West Valley. Good year.
Just like it.
Just like it. I don't want to give you the word too early because I get yelled at for that. That's evidently on.
Is that what you were wrong about?
No. What I was wrong about was what we played yesterday, which is, I was right about a lot of it, but I was wrong about what, this is what we were talking about here.
Alt AZ 93.3's $1,000 app cash codes. A national contest to line your pockets with cash. Making winners all over the valley.
Winners?
Todd and Mesa won $1,000.
I guess I'll
Todd is our
probably
listener.
go vend it on motorcycle parts or Jeep parts.
So did David and Mesa.
Our listener, I made these
And
calls.
let's not forget Lyndon and Phoenix.
Woo! Yeah!
Now, it's
Lyndon
your
sounds like he
turn to
listens
win
to us.
some
Yeah, I think so.
Or he's fake. Okay, so
Free
KDKB
Alt AZ 93.3 app on your phone. Create an account.
took our winners and made a promo out of it, like they had winners. And I was told that every phone call I make to the KUPD winners was going back to corporate to just say, hey, they're really having a great time with KUPD's crushing it, blah, blah. I didn't know, or I assumed at the time, that was what it was. And they were taking all of the sound and playing them for other stations. I was incorrect about that. I can be mad at the suits for all the right reasons. They had nothing to do with that. That's purely the prideless KDKB staff saying, give us your listeners. We went to Mike Abad, the production guy, came in the other day and he said that they were asking for our phone calls for our winners to play on their promos. So it was in-house. That was not the suits. I apologize. It was not your fault. I assume suits were making these promos. They're not. It's the people right down the hall.
They did not order the code red.
No, the suits did not just say, hey, willy-nilly up some promos for all of them with the winners KUPD's got. Nope. It was even less pride than I imagined. Now, what I said yesterday was, if the suits are sending these things back to you and you're playing them, you're prideless. I didn't know you were building them yourself. Worse. Good Lord. Just play the Guadalupe squares on your station. Just do it. It's the same thing. Just,
Yeah.
You know what? Simulcast if you're going to do that. If you're going to take credit for garbage, prideless,
Got it
nonsense.
all chopped up. I can save you a bunch of work. Just play it.
Talked to Neander Mark and Neander Tim over there yesterday. I'm like, you guys aren't playing promos with us. Our winners are. And he goes, hell no. And I'm like, that's good because you're right. That's the proper, smart, manly thing to do. You guys have pride. I'm like, you got your own promos, I'm sure, and you have a few winners under your belt. Now KDKB has 2 in the week and a half we've done this.
Right, and one was last night.
Yeah, last night. So they can do.
They got audio.
They got a couple to do
They'll
their
get
own
some
audio
today.
with.
I still say the fix is in over
I don't
there.
know if they have audio. They got anybody to call Well, they're gonna have to them? get some There's nobody today. down the hall.
Exactly.
I'll do it.
What's your favorite
Unbelievable.
station?
What's your favorite station? Hey, stop happening. It's KDKB. You've got $1,000. How much boy butter does that buy? Yeah, I'm with Brett. The fix is in.
Oh, absolutely.
But why are they fixing it just for Phoenix? It's because they feel bad that we're winning so much.
Yes.
So now the corporate office, now I will blame the suits for that. They have to go and make this little podunk nonsense anchor that we're dragging around, making every meeting that we have saying, we're still down 20% from a couple years ago. And I said that at a dinner I was at with Tripp. So we're still not quite where we were in 2019, but revenue's good. And I'm like, yeah, because we're dragging that anchor around. And then and Susan's like, geez. I'm like, yeah, well, it's true.
Oh, come on.
Jeez, it's not an anchor. I don't know what's heavier than an anchor, because I guess you're right. It isn't an anchor. You're using our promos, Brady. Well, you want to do your Brady report over there?
No.
No, of course you don't, because you're supposed to win here.
You'd be doing it to a wall over there anyway.
You get some good practice and good reps. Good reps. Time behind the wheel.
There'd be nobody to crush you on pronunciation.
I don't know. I think it'd be quite the opposite. Disgusted, and it'd go the other way.
You think?
Yeah, they'd be pissed off. And just
well, there'd have to be people to be listening to be pissed off. Well, they would be, because finally it's something for them to listen to.
Yeah.
But if it's just you reading the news, I'm not so sure that's going to be a thing people like. It's the same as the Woody Show. It's kind of like, nobody having fun with it. We're not really goofing on it. Anyway, I apologize.
Now that's funny reading.
I was rough on the suits. It would just be out of. Can you imagine, just out of context, you doing news updates alone? People be like, "What's going on over there? Is this a Make-A-Wish?"
Les Nessman
on the
all
nines
over again.
Nessman was a professional, you bastard. Every once in a while, I'd be over here.
I'd be stroking.
Why is KDKB doing this to this poor gentleman? Was he lost a bet or something?
Underneath.
Yeah, that's it. I'm Brady Bogan with your KDKB news. This is my Wild America with Brady video. What is going on over there? Anyway.
No, you have to explain it like 10 times.
Oh, sorry.
This is my exciting Brady video with more exciting Brady videos.
Right, and then you introduce it. I'm Brady Bogan. This is your exciting Brady video. Yes.
Catch the Fever Festival.
That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I apologize, Suits. I came down on you pretty hard saying you took our promos and made promos at other stations. I didn't realize how prideless our Pride station was, is that they did that in-house. Just get me some KUPD winners, they said. We'll make it work. And then to have the nerve. Just do it. Just say, KDKB, Arizona. Listen to great bits like this. The Guadalupe Squares. Larry McFeely. Fitz Madrid. Just say everybody that we have. What a mess. But I blame the Suits, and I felt bad about that. And when I found out yesterday from Abad, when he came over and he goes, yeah, they were asking me for your, I didn't know. And so I asked Larry, and he said it was in the system, so I just put it together. They have to hire the guy that does the voice, Brady, the 93.3, that guy. And they always have to have that dude that sounds a little bit like he's.
That we have David Lee, and they have David, please.
Right. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what his name is.
That's
no. I can't find it anymore. Where'd that go? Where was it?
It's next to Strokin.
Is? Oh, okay. I'm in the wrong thing. There it is, yeah. This guy here. Whoops, that's the wrong button. Hang on. This dude here.
Alt AZ 93.3's
They had to hire him.
$1,000 app cash codes.
Yeah, he's been their voice for a couple years.
Line your pockets with cash. Making winners all over the valley and beyond. Todd and Mesa
Yeah,
won
making winners
$1,000.
all over the valley and beyond. But not here at this station. We're just celebrating our KUPD's wild success.
Valley and beyond.
So anyway, I apologize. To the Valley of the Dolls. No, I love when guys talk like that, for real.
There's some cosmic winners.
There's nothing quite more appealing than a guy who sounds like he's on a tilt-a-whirl. Stop doing that.
Where's he going?
It's almost worse than that girl vocal fry. You winner. Are you in a French ambulance? Are you just going around me? Listen, weekday morning at 8 on the Woody Show. Oh, that drives me nuts. I miss the old radio where you used to knock people in the heads. Now it's where I want to think. Larry even said it yesterday. I had to tell Larry, I'm like, look, you don't understand. You never played team sports growing up. You were always at the, and this is true, you're always making bagels with your parents. That's not a shot. He was. His parents had a bakery, and he was always doing that. He was never playing football or basketball. He doesn't understand the team sport mentality. Hey, look, we're all in the same boat. I'm like, we are. They are trying to kill us. I have people who used to work here that tell me their meetings are actually kind of angry towards us. And then they all play, of course they are, and that's good. That's what they should have. But this is prideless. Embarrassing. But to the Suits, I apologize. That was not your doing. Your doing is this silly contest with an app that doesn't work. That's where I put the blame on you. Otherwise, and we're still getting a lot of winners. 2 more yesterday. Mm-hmm. So that keeps us at 17 of the 36.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
way over 500 as a building.
Well, the other 3 in there,
Well, they
that's
have
20 out of 36. Gaslex has 2, and KDKB has... Oh, no, KDKB has 2 now also.
Yeah, it's 4. So 4 outside of the... All told in the building, 21.
21 of 36.
But we have 17 of those.
Crazy.
Insane. And in 5 minutes, you can do it again. Go to the app, and the word is Goodyear. It's about 7. Yeah, it is.
Are you pushing it?
4 minutes and 37.
That's about 7.
That's about 7.
Did we ever get a definition?
Well, yes, we did when Brady said if you had a 7 o'clock meeting with your boss, if you're there at past 6:55, you're late.
Ah.
So it's 7 o'clock. We have a 7 o'clock meeting. Be 5 minutes early or you're late. That's what I figure. And you can't put it in the thing until 7 anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So Goodyear is the word today for 7 o'clock. 8 o'clock, there's another city. We're doing cities this week, cities in Phoenix. And the 8 o'clock one is it's the Ohio State's nickname.
Right. John,
singular. It's also a city in Phoenix. You'll figure that out.
Can you be a team player maybe?
Sure.
Since they got one yesterday, find out who that winner was. Call them up.
Yeah.
Make your own winners promo for them. Do a little work for them.
Okay.
As DJ Easy Dick on WBALZ.
DJ E. I'm not calling anybody listen to KDKB as DJ Easy Dick. Dude will crawl to the phone. Hi, it's Richard from BS West. Can I help you? Hey, it's DJ Easy Dick. Hey, how'd you do that? You crawled to the phone.
These nuts.
These nuts. I'll call them as DJ Easy Dick and see if they'll run that promo.
KDKB giving money to all the listeners.
Hey, it's DJ Easy Dick on KDKB. How you doing? Fine. What's going on? You just won yourself $1,000, player. Ooh.
KDKB handing out the cash and the boy butter.
They're not jibing the promo.
That's not working. That guy doesn't seem like he fits into the thing.
KDKB.
I'll eat your ass.
Oh, no.
They should just go for it.
John, I'll tell you what's heavier than an anchor. My marriage.
Oh, wow. Well, well, that's a kind of
that's
out of
on
the
you,
blues.
pal.
Yeah, really, yeah.
That is on you.
Yeah.
If you've been hanging around.
Just looking at her like heavier than an anchor. It's dragging you down. Holy moly. Wow. Anyway, well, sorry about that. Thanks for sharing. The word in 2 minutes is Goodyear still. All right.
Not for you.
Kind of made things awkward, sir. Yeah. Anyway, what was that story I was going to do? I forgot. Anyway. So you can get on that in just a second. KDKB driving me nuts over there. Pride. And Larry made me mad, too, because he's like, well, if we have winners, I mean, technically it's the Phoenix thing. I'm like, Larry, they can't run our promos. That's like running our stuff.
Yeah.
No, it's different.
It's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
You don't want that. McDonald's never goes,
Hey,
Phoenix
Burger
had over
King.
50 million burgers served yesterday, and like 25 million of them were Burger King, and 10 million were Wendy's. McDonald's isn't going to go nuts over that.
McDonald's, have you tried those chicken fries?
McDonald's isn't going to do promos of people with a Wendy's in their hand going, this is the best burger I've ever had, and just pretend like it's a McDonald's burger. Jackasses, you don't do that stuff.
I got to know, John, has Front Butt ever done a stint on an alternative station?
Front Butt will do weekends.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. It's Front Part on 93.3. KDKB, evidently I'm supposed to play this every once in a while.
I'll eat your ass.
I don't know why. I would probably do it.
Top of the hour.
Top of the hour, the word today, analingus. Front Butt, his little Imagine Dragons. Says here, Imagine Dragon, my balls across your chin. All right, Front Butt.
I'll eat your ass.
I can't get it. I can't get a job at a classic rock station trying some alternative stuff.
What?
Sorry, a little late for that one. Oh, you were thinking the same thing I was thinking. Okay.
I don't know that I was thinking what you two were thinking.
Oh, some filtered picture.
Oh, no, that's not Front Butt. You guys don't know who Front Butt is.
I know.
Front Butt is an amalgamation of all the giant ladies that do classic rock middays. Not the good ones. The giant ones that try to have sex with you on the air and stuff.
And people think, listening, like,
You listen
super
and
hot.
then you meet her and you're like, ugh. Where's Tawny Silver? You're looking at it. Oh, God.
That's not you.
You're Front Butt.
I'm not Front Butt, shut up.
Holy catfish.
Oh. Why do you try to have sex with us?
I know, I just, after 2 large pizzas, it's hard for me to breathe, so I sound a little breathy on the end. You want a bumper sticker?
Yeah, to put over your face. Ugh. How come your pictures on the internet are
they're from 1988, back when I was traveling with Maiden.
That would be the band.
Their second gig is at the next radio station. No appearances.
That's true.
I'm just really pissed
My
off.
contract.
Yeah, I'm really pissed off. OnlyFans crushed my side hustle. I was getting $3.29 a subscriber.
Worked with a gal in Toledo that turned that route.
She did OnlyFans?
Our midday gal went to porn.
No
Not just
kidding?
OnlyFans, but yeah.
What OnlyFans?
How about the new platform? They're all jumping from OnlyFans, and it's like our app, the new platform set up, it's crashed. All the OnlyFans are jumping over
What's
to
the
this
app,
one.
Brady?
So
Help
what
us
is it?
out.
I got to remember.
I don't want to tell you. It's against God.
You got to tell us the app, man. Come on.
I'll find it.
Come on, player. You don't read?
Isn't that
No,
kind of stuff's
I just
not
saw the
top of
story
mind for him,
yesterday
John?
because the problem is they came out and apologized. We're working on the app for all the other people jumping over to get it up and running because they're allowing the porn.
Gotcha. Okay, it's past 7 o'clock. Goodyear is the word. Goodyear. Get on the app. Go through the 5 or 6 steps they're making you go through, and click in Goodyear in the 7 o'clock box. $1,000 going out the door in the 7 o'clock. You got 40 minutes to do that. Also, you can do it on your desktop. It's our app contest. Once again, for those of you tuning in late, this is a contest because we spent a ton of money on an app, and at most stations in Hubbard, they can't figure out how to make people use it. So this is a way to give you brand recognition. We're identifying that we have an app, and you're supposed to use it. KUPD, we got people using that app like crazy. But all the other stations are struggling, especially that one in Chicago. They're like 300 people a day are playing this thing in a city of 10 million.
It's ridiculous.
And they can't figure out how to make people work the app. Simple. Tell them the truth.
I think it's just for fans.
Ooh.
I was going to hop on that one, show them a squatch, but I got kicked off OnlyFans, but then they said they weren't doing porn anymore, and they said it had nothing to do with me, but I have to question that. Front part coming back with some Imagine Dragons 21 Pilots.
I'll eat your ass.
Oh, yeah.
Do you mind Lysoling everything?
I got to clean up for
Starting with the
COVID.
chair?
He's worried about COVID.
No.
I think you're worried too much about COVID. Hey, Front Butt just read something the other day. You can start drinking horse dewormer to get the COVID out of your body. It's not a bad idea. Front Butt tried that.
That's a
You've
real
been
story.
doing it for how long?
That's true.
I know.
The people won't get the vaccine in Mississippi, but they have a rash of people going to the hospital for chugging horse and cow dewormer.
Yeah.
I ain't putting that stuff in my body. I drink.
What's that?
So the FDA actually put out a video, which is hilarious, of a guy saying, "Your people, you're not cattle or equine," which they don't understand either of those words either. What are you talking about? He's one of them big wig Biden boys trying to get himself into. I will drink all this stuff. It's for livestock deworming, and somebody on the internet said it works for COVID.
Yep.
So the
you are
FDA
not a horse.
is-
You are not a
You
cow.
are not a cow or a horse. This is not for you. And people, I'm drinking and I feel terrible. I think this stuff gave me COVID. No, it poisoned and started to eat your stomach. You know, a cow has 4 of them. So the dewormer is definitely designed to be really super strong in that thing. So the words.
Ivermectin is
Yeah.
the.
So you're not a horse. You're not a cow. Serious, y'all. Stop it. They're even speaking Mississippi to them. They threw in the word y'all.
A spike
Also-
in calls in Mississippi.
Ivermectin is the stuff, and they said they issued a warning to people not to take an anti-parasitic drug designed for livestock to treat COVID-19 after seeing it online and having many people come to the hospital
You're
with
taking a
problems.
drug designed for a 1,600-pound horse.
Right. You are not a horse. You are not a cow. Stop it.
Maybe
But
that's on the heels of in Mississippi also, if you don't quarantine for 10 days, you can get up to 5 years in prison.
Is that right? They have
Yeah.
to get that. Is that true?
Yeah.
In Mississippi?
They're saying, how are they going to enforce that? But
They can't. And you know what those people are saying that drank the dewormer? Well, I ain't no horse. I ain't no cow. Also, ain't nobody with COVID. I ain't got it yet. So you explain that to me, Dr. Fancy Pants. It's not because you drank the dewormer. It's because you haven't caught it. Well, and why do we tell these people to stop it? Why are we so, like, Darwin
because
was...
it takes up a bed that may have someone that needs it. Or,
No, Brady. Give them more. Brett's right. You're not drinking enough. The COVID guy, I feel terrible after drinking that. Well, because now you've got COVID. You need to guzzle the whole bottle. Let me be the first. If you are a person who thinks that horse and cattle dewormer is something you should ingest to try to knock it, let me tell you right now, you haven't had enough yet. Go get them. I also say that about your kids who wanted to do the Tide Pod Challenge. Hey, kids, it's only fun if you take 5. I don't know why we keep protecting this society of idiots. Telling them to stop is ridiculous. We were almost off the hook.
We almost had it.
We were almost off the hook. It's the girl that wouldn't leave your house after you banged her. She started to pick her keys up, and then you said, "Do you want something to drink?" Oh, what was I thinking? Sure, I'll have a drink. Oh, I got to feed it. I got to feed it now.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I got to feed it. She was out the door. These people drinking dewormer to feel better? Why are we telling them to stop? Normal people don't, like, I don't need the FDA or the news to tell me not to drink horse dewormer. I don't. Do you? No. If I even said, Brady, I heard horse dewormer solves the COVID, you would be like, yeah, this guy's going to die of horse dewormer.
Go after it, kid.
Go get him, Nightfall.
It's on you.
Anybody who's willing to do it and not take the vaccine, we need to get rid of them. I'm not putting that vaccine in my body. That's unsafe, and I don't know about the long-term effects. I prefer equine dewormer. Okay.
Which no one studied in humans.
Let me get you a glass of that.
I've got certain limits. I mean, there's a couple of things that people said when you had COVID. Hey, this is good to take during COVID and before. Yeah. But the limit was like liquid zinc. Like a shot of that.
For a
zinc
lot of
is
tonic.
That's a people drink.
Correct.
That's for humans.
Yeah.
I'm fine with you, like, goofing around with some sort of magic that's been approved for a person. I actually understand why people won't take the vaccine because it hasn't been approved. But you can't have that as your excuse. The 33% of Mississippi has been treated. And they'll drink Dewormer? I don't understand it.
You just don't understand.
Look, if it's good enough for my horse, Stonewall Jackson, it's good enough for me. I'm drinking it. Stonewall drinks it, and look at him. He's healthy as a horse. That's where the phrase comes from.
Jackass.
Hey, by the way, is COVID in horses? No.
I'm 1,200
Yes.
pounds.
Because they take dewormer. Why are we protecting Mississippi? They were going to drink bleach. Oh, yeah? Did you stop them? Oh, yeah, I did. Why? That's one less band of trailer park gypsies we ever have to feed through the system. Good Christ. Drink as much as you look. If you're about to email me and fight, dude, you don't even know. It does work.
Put the keyboard down.
Okay. Go get them, man. And you know what? I'll foot the bill for it.
I'm also going to bet that you can't spell every word in your email correctly.
Don't care. I'll take you to the tack shop. We're going to get some dewormer, and you're drinking it in the parking lot.
The tack shop.
I'm going
get
up.
You a saddle.
I'm going to get you a
Get
saddle,
you a bridle.
some hay. I'm going to get some saddle grease and one of them brushes for a mane. Oh, and don't forget the dewormer for your belly so you don't catch the COVID.
Stonewall drinks it. Why do you think they say healthy as a horse? Why?
Because he ain't got no COVID.
It's government conspiracy.
That's it. That's the way it is.
Everything will be fine in October when Tide Pod Halloween kicks in.
Oh, man. I'm giving out Tide Pods for Halloween this year.
Sure, kid. Go ahead. Take another one.
My horse, Nathan Bedford Forrest, is never sick.
Never has been.
Are all your horses named after Southern generals?
Of course.
Horses, of course.
So, John, let me get this straight. If we said the same thing but said it was fresh bull semen and it cured COVID,
They'd drink it.
They'd start guzzling it?
Well, it depends on who does it. Because if it's some New York
Dr. Fauci, F-A-U-X-C-I, Fauci. See what I did there?
John, you're a dick. You can't have COVID if you're dead, jackass.
It's good enough for
works.
my horse, George Pickett. It's good enough for me.
Goodyear is the word today. You want to get on that right now. Get that. But, yeah, I don't know why we're protecting people. That this milk crate challenge, I'm seeing all these people go face first into the ground.
Hilarious.
It's great for me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not stopping this. I'm not putting any warnings out.
God.
I think if you feel like you need to do this, stack them high and deep, my friend, and go nuts. Let's get those milk crates. Nobody's done it well
I'm
yet.
surprised, and there's no, usually I think
I think
it's
Snoop
mostly
Dogg's
younger
got a
people.
corner.
There's older guys doing it.
It's like
Like this guy.
This dude
This is from Snoop Dogg's page. He's been posting
there's
a
going to
million.
be a person. There's going to be some F-bombs in this. Does he make
They
it?
got it too.
Oh, that's his spine. He's never going to walk again. Good. Why are people doing this? And why do we put warnings up? If you feel the need to do this, do it.
The guy yesterday that was wobbling on the top for about a minute.
Yeah.
It seemed like a minute.
And then he goes
before
face
stepped
down.
Oh.
I'm fine with that. Why do we say you've got to stop your kids from this? You have to stop your kids from it. I don't have to stop your kids from it. I'm not going to set up the milk cart pyramid, but I'm going to watch it, and I'm fine with you guys falling down. And I drink the equine dewormer and do Tide Pod challenges and glue your hair down. I don't care. I don't know. These warnings are ridiculous. Again, we live in a society that 30 years ago, peanut M&Ms had to may contain peanuts on the bag for peanut allergy people. Why do we protect? This is why we're in the pickle we're in now. Too many dumb people have been coddled into society for too long. We've protected the weak. The idiots live.
Like the old broad that sued McDonald's for hot coffee.
Did you ever see the
It's
pictures
hot
of that?
coffee,
Did you ever see
though.
the pictures of
Yeah,
that?
yeah, but still, it's hot coffee. Careful. That's on you.
I agree.
It'll slough the skin. No big deal.
Fluffed her vagina off. Did you see it?
She wasn't using it anyway.
That's a good point. We just made sure of it. We're just going to hot lava seal this shut if you don't mind. There's no reason for this to go on. What are you doing? Just the lid's on a little loose there. I suggest you put it between your legs, where nothing's been for 30 years since the Roosevelt administration.
Burnt them cobwebs right out.
Ow! Hot lava. Well, now there's only one option.
I'll eat your ass.
That's it. That's all I got left.
They torched that old lady.
Oh, yeah.
I've read some reports on that coffee thing, and I'm with you. For the most part, that's kind of your own buyer beware. But with the lid being half on and 6 million degree
mad
coffee,
would you be?
I mean, it is hot coffee, but should it take your skin off hot coffee? So I did kind of to a lawyer who almost changed my mind on that. I'm like, but still, like the hot apple pie was
those things
so
are
insanely
brutal,
hot. It seemed unreasonable. It was almost like they were trying to get you. And then regulations came in. But again, you know by holding it not to bite it. Like if your fingers can't take it, your mouth can't. So take a second, Tubby, and put the pie down. How bad do you need that coffee?
That's so good.
It hurts through the cup that's not supposed to hurt your hands. It's too much for your mouth.
Our coffee maker here that has the hot water spigot on the side. That thing puts out lava, too.
Yeah.
That'll slough your skin.
Oh, yeah.
I've actually had my pinky get underneath that hot water when I was making tea, and it immediately tore the skin off the out and made a blister. But it's my fault.
Right.
Because I left the water on. And when I was making it, I turned away, and it was still dripping out. My hand got on it. I'm like, oh, that's touching fire, dummy. That's nobody's fault but your own. But, yeah, drink the equine stuff. If you have it in your head where you're mad at me right now, dude, you don't know about doctrine. Please, by all means. You know what else works? Clorox. Loads of it. A whole bottle, I think you have to. But don't cut it. No water necessary. If you're feeling the need to fix COVID with household products, okay. I'm encouraging
Reassess.
that. I am encouraging. Don't reassess.
Oh, yeah,
You figured life out. You're the smartest guy in the room. You're right. Now send me a video of that Brady sent me that guy in Ohio, that doctor that's telling everybody in 3 years we'll all be dead from the shot. Fine, whatever. Cool. Send videos of that and drink your bleach. Please. If it's in your head to think that that's okay, do it.
The Wheaties are out now. There's a guy doing the crate challenge while rolling a joint.
That's impressive. Look at this guy.
I saw one from a prison yard.
I don't know if there's cussing, so.
All right, hold on. Is his friend a
Look at him,
Boston
Jordans.
Terrier?
He's too comfortable. He's too comfortable. Oh! He rolling the blood. Yeah!
Man, that's a little too much excitement.
Finish that shit right there,
Oh,
guys.
I think you said that
yeah.
shit right there, or
Yeah.
was that the bad thing? I thought
Yeah,
I
I
said
did.
something else. Anyway, there's
Got
just
some nice Jordans on, though.
yeah.
Check
dude,
those out.
Oh, he's got a lot of free time in his day, so I assume the dead guy he took those off of is.
Let's just skip ahead here.
Yeah, skip ahead to see if he makes it. He's just standing on top of that crate. That's
Rolling
just-
a joint while he's doing it.
There's the toughest step right there.
You know who's most angry at the milk cart challenge? People in Cirque du Soleil who have been working their whole lives to show like real skill on acrobatics and stuff. Dude made it all the way down. Well, this is we're just a gaggle of morons is all we are. This has to be an insane celebration at the end.
Step off into that toilet. Get that nigga a light, guys.
I have no idea what you're saying. Diction, sir. I beg for diction. What'd you call me? I just said diction. Clear it up.
20 different camera angles.
Right. And everybody's got their phone out. I don't care if COVID gets all of us or if we've done a shot in 5 years. You really think I want to hang around this much longer?
Come on, bro.
Milk Crate Challenge is our biggest entertainment in 2021. I want to hang around people who think it's stupid.
Which do you like better, Milk Crate or the Ice Bucket?
Right now.
Oh, the Ice Bucket Challenge is still the funniest thing in the world. I know. That's it. I know. I'm in it. The Ice Bucket Challenge was the funniest thing ever. Because it's like, if you don't do it, you have to give $10 to the Alzheimer's Foundation. But if you do it, you're off the hook for helping out the foundation.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they just give $10 to the Alzheimer's people? No. If you pour ice in your head, you're off. But it's awareness.
I'll do it.
And then they tried to sell us a couple years ago that it actually cured Alzheimer's. I haven't heard anything about that. It did so much for the advancement. All right. It didn't work. Goodyear, that's the word. So fire it off onto your app. We got 15 more minutes or so for you to do that. Load it up. Is it going okay? I haven't gotten an email saying it's crashing.
We got a few.
Did we? Okay. No, there's one right there, right off the bat. App. Not working. Loading and loading. That's because our app is crap. We spent a lot of money on this thing. Just keep reloading.
It'll get it in.
They're trying to get the servers up. They're working on it. Goodyear. That's on you guys, though. We didn't realize the small amount of people that would kill it. And I don't think they ever assumed that there'd be 8,000 or 9,000 people trying to do something at once.
And again, KDKB's not reporting these problems, so.
Maybe that's how they get their winners. I got in real easy. I say that all the time. It slid right in. What do you got on the big board of musical treats there, Brett?
All right, Wake Up Song brought to you by our buddies over there at Action Ride Shop. Hitting the trail this weekend, getting ready for the snowboard season in a couple months. Josh and the boys got you covered with all the accessories and gear you're going to need. So hit them up on their brand new website, as a matter of fact, actionrideshop.com, or Facebook and Instagram. And you can also pick up the 5-alarm coffee blend over there. So make sure you grab that.
That
Sexy, yeah.
That's how I roll. Let's see. Corn Mud, DRI, Pantera on the list. We came as Romans.
Scott Haynes is always hilarious. He hit another one out of the yard. He goes, "Hey, can Brady do that crate challenge on those big crab baskets?" Let's get
on some crab pots.
Kirby giant, just a massive tower of crab pots, and she stomps them. This was easy, old man. Look at this old pirate. I'm at the top of the pyramid.
Next.
I'm like King Foot, not Tut, Foot and Common. All right. Whatever you want to pick. I don't care.
I haven't heard this Till Lindemann ones. I Hate Kids looks kind of interesting.
I think we've played this.
Have we?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm fine with it. Sounds great.
Because it kind of goes with the conversation this morning.
Yeah. Brady then off the air realized that Kirby may actually be closer to a 40, 45-minute walk. That is too far. But put her on a bike. Get your kids out there walking around. And then Cranston, who I went to high school with, said, I live by Brady. He goes, those Xanaxed Mormon moms are running up and down the sidewalks. I'd never let my kids walk around that neighborhood. Is that true? Do you have a lot of Xanaxed
It's probably
moms?
every, I don't know, once a week there's a good T-bone or something clogging up Higley and Elliott.
Oh, sure, but that's a street. But that doesn't mean there's a kid in between it.
But they're flying.
You said that,
I fly down.
You said that like there's a huge worry in the neighborhood that you're in that you roll your eyes at of the flesh trade. Like the moms
That's
worry
part
about
of the equation.
They worry about the flesh trade. They think their kids are just
well,
going right
whoever's
into like
taking the kids.
Like sheiks are hanging around your neighborhood and swiping them and taking them to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
and they need Liam Neeson nearby.
I'm not sure about that, but that didn't help. That movie.
MS-13's just hanging around Higley Groves, just knocking down kids as they walk around.
They're taking them down to Mexico.
How many kids have been abducted in the neighborhood? Must be a lot to have that kind of fear.
We don't
Zero.
allow those numbers out.
Oh, that's zero, I'd say. I think the number is still
Gilbert,
nothing.
they don't.
None of your kids will be. None of them are wanted. If we're going through the flesh trade, we're not going through the Mormons. That would be too hard to train. We're going for whores. They really worry about that. That's mentioned.
I won't say everyone, but I had one or two discussions with some different moms.
The people are worried.
That was on their mind a little bit.
Their kids, they don't let them leave the house because of the
like
flesh
if they
trade.
if they ever wound up, because they're immediately drugged,
Sure.
and they never get out of it.
That's right. And some parents are actually concerned about that in Gilbert.
It'll take a congressman to come down to pull them out of the
Jesus, the hotbed of this sex trafficking. Somewhere over by Joe's Farm Grill.
Yeah.
Okay. That is a paranoia I couldn't live with.
The conversations these Gilbert broads have at Postino's every night. Jeez.
They get too much wine and too much time.
My husband's just not pulling his weight around the house. I mean, he doesn't even care about the trade.
Settle down, lady. And half of them dress like their daughters and wish they'd be approached by the flesh trade to try to get abducted, but none of them moms
It
are
is
going out there.
amazing.
Oh, they're all dressed like they're 15.
We're best friends. My daughter and I are best friends. We have shared genes and everything else. Are you trying to get abducted into the flesh trade? Ooh, the Gilbert flesh trade.
It's a zero. The report back is zero. Zero people officially ever from Gilbert to the flesh trade. Ever. And since the beginning of since man took his first breath to today, nobody from Gilbert abducted into the flesh trade. None.
There's over 10,000 Gilbert teen girls in massage parlors
Is that right?
in about Mesa and Gilbert area.
Well, that's good because it's like going to a Chick-fil-A because they're real nice and they'll tell you my pleasure at the end of each one.
Oh, fudge. Sorry about that.
How'd you get into the flesh trade? Oh, I was a Mormon in Gilbert just walking around my bedazzled pants and I was abducted by the flesh guys. Unbelievable. Your daughter Hannah and her friend Hannah and her other friend Hannah and her third friend Hannah and Anna have all been taken.
Oh, my God, by the flesh trade?
Of course, it's Gilbert. Where else would they have gone? That is, you need to have a meeting.
You ladies are insane. You know that, right? Why does Brady think the flesh trade isn't real? Because it's never happened here, and it's like being afraid of ghosts. You're all kind of stupid. I brought you all some Dewormer. Let's drink it.
It is. It's that Postino's. That's the problem.
Happy hour Postino's.
Happy hour starts at 4 o'clock at Postino's, and they can start having these wild fantasies about the flesh trade. Are you worried about Alex getting into the flesh trade?
No.
That's the proper attitude a parent should have. Immediate answer of no. If you would have asked Dan Holmberg in 1987, you worried about your son getting into the flesh? Of course, they looked at me and saw that mullet and the thin frame.
He's not in it?
You think your daughter? You think your daughter is going to get abducted into the flesh trade? My dad would have said, I'm worried he's going to try and join the flesh trade. I'm worried he's going to become a girl hooker. No parent should worry about the flesh trade. If, in fact, there is someone out there whose daughter was abducted into the flesh trade, it's your fault. You weren't keeping your eye on him. Look, that is definitely
been a good run.
Come on,
Been a good run.
That's parenting. That's a parent's fault. Am I wrong? That's a parent's fault. You're hanging out with the wrong kids. You're not paying attention and got abducted into the flesh trade. There's something you
Or
did
you're
wrong.
not hanging out with any kids. If you're by yourself,
right.
it's like the weak member of the herd.
Not happening. You ain't going into that abduction.
You saw that girl at the bus stop that came up. The guy parked and ran out toward her and tried to abduct
Where?
her. You didn't see that? We played it here.
Where?
The video.
Not here.
Exactly.
Right.
What are we worried about? If your daughter's standing at a bus stop in a terrible neighborhood where flesh trade stuff happens and you're not watching her, it's your fault. My kid's standing
Again,
in the road.
I think the buddy system's good.
Buddy system's great.
Yeah.
Always power in numbers. But they should be able to deal with themselves a little bit better, especially in Gilbert, fighting off the flesh trade.
John,
I find it hysterical.
John, sorry, not sorry here, but it's more likely that the Mormons here in Gilbert are dealing in the flesh trade than they are trying to prevent it.
I worry a whole lot more about religion snatching your kids up than any other flesh trade, Middle Eastern or Albanian chic. I don't even know if they have them.
No, they just provide
have
the women.
sheiks.
That's my fault. If I think I would even giggle if a parent said, "Yeah, we had a daughter." Oh yeah, how's she doing? She's gone. What happened? Oh, she's just swiped into the flesh trade. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have laughed.
Whoops.
Are you kidding?
Oh, you were serious?
No, she's in the flesh trade. What were you guys doing that day? Oh, we were letting her wander around Maryville at midnight, and she's in the flesh
It was
trade.
wine 30.
Oh, that's true. You're at Postino getting bombed. Now she's in the flesh trade.
Where were her other 7 siblings?
Yeah, it's your fault. Sorry. I'll go out on a limb and say everybody who's been abducted into the flesh trade, it's parental. All of them, 100% across the board. Because most of them are prostitutes. Or forced into it, flesh trade. Something your parents did made it so you were susceptible to flesh trade.
John, the Mormons have something on all of us. Nobody wants to steal those Mormon kids. All they want to do is try to convert you. Yeah, even the young ones. Trust me.
Yeah, if you see a windowless van, open the doors and kick a kid out, it's because the Mormon wouldn't shut up about Moroni.
All right.
You guys know about Gabriel? It's great to meet new friends.
You're going overseas. You're going to be a hooker forever. You're going to be drugged.
Oh, that's fantastic. God has a plan for me.
What's wrong with this kid? You understand? You're going to sex traffic. We're abducting you.
That's it. I can spread my word overseas. It's like a mission, only early.
Kick him out. I don't want to deal with it.
No
We'll get
talking to
another one.
clients.
Mormons and their guh. I can't sell that.
Are you interested in learning about the Latter-day Saints?
Oh, Christ on a crutch.
Exactly.
Get him out of the car. I will abduct regular Christians now. These goddamn kids. And plus, the Mormons are tough because you have to take off 2 layers of clothes for flesh trade. Magic underpants, always in the way.
They protected me once again. Thank you, Lord.
No, thank you all for being good Catholics and not trying to push. Last thing I need to hear about right now is Fatima. I know what's happening. Goodyear's the word. That's the one. Get it on there and app it up.
John, I have it on good authority that if you take an Ivermectin, the app works flawlessly.
Don't say that. We can't. That's on us. Don't do that. That's us giving bad advice. I don't want to be the bad advice guy. All I'm saying is if you think that it cures COVID and you're willing to try it, it isn't me telling you to do it. If you're looking under the sink in your kitchen going, I bet you that cures COVID, and you're on the cusp of drinking it,
skull and crossbones.
I ain't stopping you. Skull and crossbones for me or for the virus? This is a quandary. I mean, a nip can't hurt a little bit.
I love pirates.
Yeah. If you take something from under your sink, I'm not the one that tells you to stop. If fentanyl isn't scaring you from stopping your drug habit, nothing's gonna. I don't
have those billboards up now.
I don't like reading about fentanyl.
1 pill.
I can't even imagine. I can't even do it. But yeah, it's all parenting, the drug flesh trade. If Kirby got abducted in the flesh trade, you'd be like, oh, no, what did I do? It's your fault.
John, are you that surprised? Your boy Jim had to run a segment the other day about not eating the wild mushrooms that have been growing in your yard after the monsoons.
Is that right? Stop doing stories to tell the people not to. I know. You know what? I drink 160 Diet Dr. Peppers a week, probably, on average. A lot.
You're pretty aware of the effects.
Pretty aware of the effects. You know what I know about Diet Dr. Pepper deep down? When I spill it, to keep my dogs away from it. I won't let them have it. Because I know what I'm doing to myself. I'm aware of it. I also know that they shouldn't be licking the mushrooms that have popped up in my backyard. But if you don't know that, and you're hungry, and ground shrooms are popping up, and you're thinking, wow.
Give one a whirl.
What a gift. Eat it. They're poison. You'll get sick. But it is food. And if you're so stupid that food that just shows on the ground is something you consider eating, why do we stop them? By the way, the trash is full of food. Pops up. It's a free gift that keeps giving. Mushroom people. We live in a world of crazy. Take an equine dewormer, climbing on milk crates all day long and eating mushrooms that just showed up.
I'm a foodie. Did you see all the mushrooms in my yard?
Backyards evidently used to be a farm. And the rain kind of woke that up, so I'm going to go out and harvest.
No.
A couple of weeks ago was those honey popsicles.
Huh?
Knock it off. They were freezing honey and eating them, and it was giving them
I don't think you can freeze
diarrhea.
Honey. You can freeze honey?
Yeah, it can
Slow it down.
freeze up.
It just makes it like less trippy.
But to make it that much, to make it like a popsicle, that's way too much honey.
Yeah, you're not supposed to eat that much honey.
And so they had to put out a report, knock it off.
No, don't. Stop putting out reports to protect the stupid. That's it. That's all I'm asking. Let's do the Till song. You got it loaded? Yep. Kids. I hate your kids is more accurate.
I hate all kids.
I don't hate all kids.
I do.
I like some of them, but it is a rare find. It's like shopping for cars.
That-
I don't like all of them, but when I find one I know, I'm like, this is the one for me.
That 3-year-old you met at the baseball game, who's probably, 20 now?
Houston.
Houston.
I'll never forget him. One of the best conversations I've ever had as an adult was with a 3-year-old boy.
Actually, Lorenzo. I didn't meet him, but the story you were telling me about him.
Little Italian Lorenzo, the son of the owners of Pomo. Phenomenal kid. Oh, he was the best. That was last Halloween. Man. I want to go back again and meet Lorenzo again. He was phenomenal. Houston tapping me on the leg at age 3. So, John, what do you do? Like, are you kidding me? What is this thing? I'll never forget that. Pointing to the scoreboard, seeing Justin Upton, hometown Houston Texan. Look at that. Houston, your name's on the scoreboard. I got to tell you, John, I can't read yet, so you're going to have to help me out. Like, is this happening? See, your name's in there. I don't know how to explain this to you. Like, next to all these words you don't know. Do you know your name? Yeah. Do you know how to identify it at all? Because, well, it's gone. Never mind. He's out. Next time Justin Upton is up, your name's on the scoreboard. That's fascinating.
Have to take your word for it.
I teach Sunday school. I'm like, you're 3. He was 3 years old. His dad's like, we can't stop him. He's like an old soul trapped in. It's like a little old man.
What do you think about the flesh trade, John?
My sister was abducted in the flesh trade simply because my mom and dad took their eyes off the ball. That's the only way your kid gets abducted in the flesh trade. You're not paying attention. And it doesn't mean you got a helicopter. They can still walk home from school. Goodyear for another 10 minutes. Let's get it out. Till Lindemann with the German version. He's the lead singer of Rammstein.
Ich hasse Kinder.
That's right. I hate kids.
98.
What?
98.
No way.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.